Hey yo, how's it going? Cheers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or possibly good night. That's right, we're here looking at what I can only call possibly Bitcoin Cash's birthday. And although you might say, why do we care? I'm gonna actually say, why don't you care? Now, I've been pretty hard on Roger Ver in the past, but today we're gonna look at the connection that Roger Ver actually has to Ripple Labs. And how much XRP does Roger Ver actually have? That's what we're covering today in Roger Ver and XRP. Here we go. Roll the intro. And roll this thing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. And I'm not offering financial advice. I'm looking at information and reviewing it with you. Also, before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that like button to show support to our channel and click that bell to get notifications for whenever I post videos next. That's right, we've done it, we're out of the way. So, you might think like, oh, who is this Roger Ver guy? Well, Roger Ver is also known as Bitcoin Jesus. He's a little bit hard to deal with. Sometimes he gets a little bit cray-cray.
Hide the single sock puppet.
Like, you know, just a little bit. But in reality, the more I study Bitcoin and the more I study Bitcoin Cash, I think that honestly Bitcoin Cash does have a really good argument for them being a really authentic use case of Bitcoin Cash. But nevertheless, that's not what we're talking about today. You know, Bitcoin being overrun by Blockstream and then using off-chain transactions and Lightning Network, yada yada, Bitcoin Cash, shout out to Bitcoin Cash. Now, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about Roger Ver and XRP. And you might ask yourself, well, why do I care? Well, if you go to Roger Ver's webpage, current investments, Ripple's actually at the top. Ripple's the very top investment on Roger Ver's investment page. If you don't know anything about Roger Ver, he's not only known for a little bit of his antics and presence, but he's also an investor. He's an investor in early crypto adoption spaces. So Roger Ver invested in Ripple Labs. That's right. And this Reddit, or this Bitcoin talk right here shows 2015, someone says, have I been lied to? Apparently Ripple was a scam. But yet Bitcoin Jesus invests in it. The holy messiah of Bitcoin invests into Ripple? Question mark, exclamation mark. Now I have missed the boat on another crypto while smart people moved into Ripple already. I guess I go down with this sinking Bitcoin ship. Lesson learned. So someone says, you know, maybe not. People are very doubtful of this being likely, but I think he might be right. I think Roger Ver might have known the potential of Ripple XRP a long time ago. And that is what we're looking at. How much did he invest? Well, interestingly enough, people are saying, I don't think he has that much. They're saying, I don't think he holds that many XRP. Someone was saying, I doubt he holds very many XRP at all.
Oh, hello guys. I'm just here to ask if anybody has one Bitcoin they could send me. I have an ICO I launched.
I bet he has a lot of BTC. There's no news that he holds any Rippy at all. If we go find this article, today I learned 7 months ago on BTC, they're still just discovering this. They're still just realizing that their Bitcoin Jesus led them astray. A false prophet, perhaps? No, I'm just kidding. I like that someone does make that joke right here. Have I been lied to? Have I been led to another crypto while smart people moved into XRP already? I guess I'll go down with this sinking Bitcoin ship. Lesson learned. The person responded, always remember, beware of false gods and false promises. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Roger Ver probably has at least $75 million in Ripple. $75 million in Ripple. How many Ripple is that? How many XRP is $75 million? Let's pull this bad boy out. So, I don't know about that math. That sounds crazy. But the article they reference, is actually an article from 2015. Ripple Labs fined $700,000. And most of us know this. Most of us know this OG news. OG news, yo. By FinCEN. Ripple Labs was fined $700,000 by FinCEN. And what did they get fined for? For violating several requirements of the Bank Secrecy Act. And we've actually covered a couple of these things recently, which is really interesting. Looking at payment networks being forced to implement these financial crime enforcement networks have a Bank Secrecy Act. XRP was fined for violating that in 2015, $700,000. And what were they violating? What did they do? Well, this is actually what's really crazy. This is when Roger Ver bought XRP. That's exactly what happened. On September 30th of 2013, Roger Ver bought $250,000 worth of XRP. Without filling out a KYC. So they violated some of the KYC rules that have been previously established by the FinCEN and BSA. They've already been fined for this 2 years ago. So what's really happening right now? What are we delaying, and what's taking place behind closed doors that we don't know about? Well, here's what's really taking place in this video. Roger Ver bought $250,000 worth of XRP. But when did he buy it? He bought it 2013. If you go look at 2013, just yesterday, XRP is at 1 cent. Almost 1 cent flat. 1.0109. That, my friends, is crazy. Because that means he bought $250,000 worth of XRP when it was at 1 cent. So how many XRP did he get? At 1 cent. He got 25 million. He has 25 million XRP. That's right, 25 million. I don't know where that other guy got his math. I don't know where this other guy got his math. So yeah, if he paid 1 cent, he got 25 million XRP. What's really crazy is every time XRP raises a cent, he makes $250,000. Every time XRP raises by a single cent, Roger Ver makes $250,000. That's right. If you would have bought in at 0.01, then anything you would have paid for, basically anything you would have put in at 0.01, you would make every time XRP moved up and down by a cent. And he just put in a chump little 250,000, and he got himself 25 million XRP. And every time it goes up 1 cent, Roger Ver makes $250,000. So why does Roger Ver hate on XRP publicly? So why, if I type Roger Ver XRP in, does it come up that Roger Ver publicly has been bashing XRP? What's interesting to look at is drama sells. Drama sells. So what's really happening when we have the Ripple CTO, David Schwartz, firing back at Roger Ver? And then again, only moments ago, later on Twitter, we have Roger Ver coming out saying, "I'm sorry to say I was fooled by fake news. XRP addresses being freezable in this blog. Thank you, David Schwartz, for setting the record straight and for being one of the most interesting people in crypto. Go Ripple." Interesting. So is this a BCH XRP friendship? Interesting. It's also BCH's birthday. Bitcoin Cash's birthday is today. That means that today, a year ago, Bitcoin Cash forked from Bitcoin. Looking at, we'll probably cover that more moving forward, but I just thought this was interesting to look at. Did Bitcoin Cash founder put more of his interest in XRP? Every time XRP goes up by a penny, he makes $250,000, and he holds 25 million XRP tokens. That means his holdings right now of XRP with 43 cents times 25 million tokens means that he's holding about $10 million worth of XRP. That's pretty exciting, and that's all we're going to do for Roger Ver and XRP. One of the early investors bought in at a penny. So that's all we're going to do today. Roger Ver, XRP, he bought in real early, and they're actually the reason that they got fined. That's all we're going to do today. Looking at XRP and Roger Ver. Does he hodl XRP more than he hodls Bitcoin Cash? Is Bitcoin Cash the real Bitcoin? Happy birthday, Bitcoin Cash. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Click that like button. Give me a thumbs up to show support to the channel. As always, have a great day until I see you next time.
Brought to you by